everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Glossy Philosophy. My name is Jansen Binman, and today you are tuned in for another Vogue cover makeup tutorial. As always, we are going to start with a fresh, clean face, and I've just done my skincare. It is early in the morning, and we are going to just go for it. Now, Duo's look for the cover, which is what we're going for, is very basic. It's clean skin, it's a pink lip, a pink cheek, and then we get to the eyes, and they are kind of out of this world, metallic silver. It's interesting because just kind of flipping through the rest of her article and looking at the other makeup, it's very pretty, it's very natural, and it doesn't look like she really wore, or that they decided not to keep this kind of otherworldly, stellar looking silver eye. But that's what we're gonna do, because as soon as I saw this cover, I remember seeing it this summer, I thought, whoa, I have to do that. So we're just priming the lid, correcting our under eye. We're going to be using a lot of silver because almost like her whole eye is silver. Now again, Duo has a different eye shape. We have kind of similar face shapes, but her eye shape is a lot more almondy than mine. So we're just gonna do our best. And now I'm putting on my concealer with my fluffy Sephora brush. And if you missed it in a previous video, the Sephora brush that I have is very old. So if you are looking for it, it is going to look a little bit differently. I think it's all black now, but I bet the technology is about the same, and it is synthetic, whereas mine is natural hair because it was before that big switch happened with all of the brush companies. So I cannot really speak to a synthetic version, but the older versions are lovely. And just applying my foundation. She obviously has amazing skin. I also couldn't find any photos of her like really up close. So we're kind of guessing at the level of detail that's in her face, but it doesn't look like she's really been sculpted or anything like that. And truth be told, I don't really know anything about this cover celebrity. It says that she's an advocate and a pop artist, but I'm pretty out of touch with a lot of things, so I'm not sure. I am going to put on a little bit of highlighter because a little bit of highlight never hurt. And this one isn't glittery or anything. It is, yeah, Lisa Eldridge named it well when she calls it the elevated highlighter. This is probably not a highlighter that I would have been drawn to 10 years ago when I was in my 20s. I wanted something with a little bit more sparkle, but now that I'm older, I think this definitely suits me and my life much, much better. Okay, before we powder, we're gonna do the eyes. So getting that tight lining done. Letting that sit for just a moment. And I think because we are going in with a silver, it does go up very, very high. I'm just going to lay down something. I'm going to lay down a little bit of Kid just so that the silver has something to grab onto. It does look like maybe she has a little bit of a natural shade in her outer crease. So a little bit of Kid on my 217, just in the outer part, because most of my lid is going to be taken up by silver. Just really lightly on the tip of my brush, doing windshield wiper motions, and then to blend out, I'm using more circular motions. This kind of also just gives my eye a moment to rest because it is early in the morning and my eyes do tend to get watery when it's really, really early in the morning. Now, just kind of looking again at the picture, it doesn't look like she has anything in her lower waterline, but she does have a little bit of shadow underneath and possibly some liquid liner because her lash line is very defined, but definitely no lashes. So we're just going to jump in with the silver and see how it goes. First, I'm just going to use a packing brush, which is the 203 BK Beauty, and then we're going to amp it up with some Fix Plus. I've never used this eyeshadow before. This is Discotheque. It's a Dazzle shadow from MAC. So I'm just going to lay it down first and then we'll amp it up if we need to. It almost looks like they used like aluminum foil or a silver leaf or something like that on her eyes because it looks so smooth. And I know that you can edit and make things smoother, but it looks so metallic. Okay, so we've got the lid and now we're gonna bring it up. So it looks like from the center of her eye, they brought it all the way up here and then just kind of like faded it out. So that's what we're gonna do. But they also stayed in the shape of her eye as well. And it is as intense up there by the brow as it is on the lid. So just following my eye shape and then I'm just going to do kind of some dashes so that it carries over. Okay, before we amp it up, I'm going to do the other eye. So again, I'm going to start in the center of the lid because that's where I want the most impact. This could be a really fun New Year's look if you were going for something a little bit different. Or even if you're just staying home with the kiddos, sometimes it's fun to just be silly with makeup. and experiment. Okay. We'll add just a little bit out there. Wow, this is a really cool eyeshadow. I'm pumped. Okay. I'm going to take a little Fix Plus and I'm going to spray my brush. Actually, you know what? First I'm going to pick up the product and I'm going to spray my brush. Okay. And that should just kind of automatically amp up the shadow and turn it a little bit more liquidy. Yeah, you can see that this side has definitely amped up. That application, it is denser or more opaque, I suppose. Okay, same thing on the other side. And I kind of sprayed some on my palette, so I'm just picking that up with my shadow. And really going for it. Yeah, this would be a super fun New Year's Eve look. Now, her liner looks very thin, so we're not going to do a thick line, but I think we will. It does look black, so I think we will go in with a little liquid liner. So I'm just tapping, essentially, I'm just tapping right next to my lash line. That definitely helps separate your lashes from this intense silver shadow. This would be also a really great shadow for Halloween. If you were doing a frosty look. Okay. Oh, I like that a lot. That is so fun. Would I go out in public like this? Depends. If it is Halloween, sure. If I'm dropping my kid off at school, no. Absolutely not. That's just me though. You do you. Okay. So the eyes are done, except for mascara. So I'm going to do my brows. Her brows are pretty dark. So I'm going to go in with some Sandstone and some Brun. And then just Brun on the outer part. Going back in with Sandstone to get the front part of my brows. She has very dark hair, so if you have darker hair, you might just focus more on a darker brown. Trying to pick up the tone that you have in your hair naturally, or unnaturally, as the case may be. Okay, let's get our mascara on. Let's finish the complexion, and we are done. Easy peasy. Easy peasy and really fun. Going in with my lash primer just to make my lashes a little bit thicker looking. And then Smokey Eye Mascara. Getting right down into the roots. My lips are very eagerly awaiting some lip gloss. Which is quite pink actually. Looks like they took the idea of pop as not like a soda, but pop culture and really went with it because her lips are quite pink. Because she has more of that medium skin tone, they don't look super pink, but I know on me it's gonna look really pink. This could also be a really fun Barbie look. I'm just realizing. Okay, before I do the lower lash line, I'm going to powder and, oh, right. And she looks more highlighted from the lighting than she does from makeup. So we're not doing anything major. Nothing major. Yeah, I feel like after this kind of eye for Vogue, they were probably like, okay, that's enough. Let's go. I'm gonna go in with my pencil brush, and it is pretty dark, so actually I'm just gonna use Brun. Let's not complicate things. A little bit of Brun. On my lower lash line. And then let's do a cheek. I'm going to use, what is this, a Blush Duo Palette number 2 from NATASHA DENONA, and I'm really going to focus in on this bubblegum pinky color, which I actually really like in the summer. Her blush isn't super noticeable, but it's definitely there. Like, you can tell that she's wearing blush. And in photographs, your blush just completely disappears, so she's wearing blush for sure. Let's see if we just do a little charm. There. That's much better. Yeah, Rosy Shell was way too much, especially for this silvery silver look. Okay, all right, that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun tutorial on the Vogue June-July 2022 cover makeup inspiration. Again, this makeup is just fun. You can take this and then maybe amp it or take it down. Don't amp it up. Take it down and wear it for New Year's or for next Halloween or something like that, and that would be really fun. And I might even do another tutorial, like a follow-up, on how you can take this as inspiration and wear it as more of a wearable look. So anyways, thank you again for watching. I do fashion videos every Wednesday. I do beauty videos every Friday on the blog. I have lots of articles in between with more information, and I'm on Instagram and Pinterest, so please follow me there. Give this video a thumbs up if you learned anything, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!